Hello and welcome to a tutorial on the Autocom Pro XL 1600. This is a 2-channel compressor. Let's pan out a sec. Here's one channel. Here's the second channel, right across here. Each channel consists of expansion gate, compressor and limiter section, dynamic enhancer and peak limiter. First thing I mentioned on here is the button in the middle. You can couple the two channels together if you're doing stereo, or you can use them separately. In this instance we're going to couple the two together. This thing I'll show you is the expander / gate. The expander / gate is really helpful if you're recording drums, because you can chop out the stage rumble or the hissing in the background, or other instruments if you're recording. You can set it to a level where it will only just pick up the level that's just about high enough to trigger it. The way I can show you this is to place a piece of audio through the compressor. So the green LED shows it's below your trigger, so at the moment it's below about -50. You can set it up, so now you can see it's above +10, so it's too high. So turn it down. Back here is okay, because you can see it's peaking just above. The way to do this is you can hear the melody of the song in here, so I can gauge it off, so you can just hear the beat of the drum. Maybe you can hear it. Here you can see the gain reduction is chopping it completely off unless it's above a certain level, so it will increase it here. So that's that for the gate. So if we turn it off again, you can hear the melody. Turn it here again, you can hear the kick, which is really handy to talk to. Next bit we'll move on to is the compressor and limiter section. Just turn those lights off. This is basically the main button, which turns you can bypass the whole thing, or you can turn the compressor on. So you can turn it on. The gain reduction tells you how much it's basically chopping off the signal, and the input output level I'll show you in a moment. So button here says in-out meter, so the moment it's showing the input, push the button, you see it's a lot higher gain, so you can turn it up all the way down to nothing, turn it way up to +20. The moment threshold is the level of what you want to compress, so the top level you want to compress. So the more you turn it down, the more it will reduce the gain. The higher you turn it up, the less it will chop off. The lights here are basically the same as what we have with the gate and the expander, but it's a lot easier to see, because if you turn the interactive neon, you've also got a 0 LED here as well, which is really handy. Rather than having a simple normal compressor, you have a straight line up like you would the peak signal, and then you go across like a straight right angle corner like it would be. You can turn the interactive neon, so it will give it more of a curve, which is really handy if you want to sort of give that smooth sort of sounding. This bit is the decibel ratio, and actually I'll show you some graphs up on the screen now, show you the fact that you can either go 1:1, which is complete 1-to-1 ratio of compression, doesn't do anything really. You can set it to 2-to-1, so it will every two it goes across, it will go up 1. So every 2 of the input signal, it will go up 1 of the output signal. 4-to-1, every 4 it goes up of the input signal, it will go up 1. 8, it's the same thing with every 8 you put in, you only go up 1 in the output. Infinity is basically just completely chop the sound. Really easy if you want to limit it. Next bit we have is the attack and the release. Attack is how fast it will react to the peak that you're going to set. You can set it between 0.3 milliseconds to 300 milliseconds. Handy, and also the release, so when it goes back to normal after it's finished peaking, there's a sine wave that goes up and it goes down when it will return to its original level. You can set this between 0.05 seconds and 5 seconds, depending on what you want to do. Some audio applications you can press the auto button. It's quite handy if you're not too sure what to go on what to do. Here's the in-out meter, as I said before. Along you have the dynamic compressor enhancer, so it makes it a lot higher. Takes your treble and increases it. As you can see, it's starting to peak. You can just about hear it. It's really tinny. Turn it off. Nothing. So that helps you if you've got really punchy basses and quite high trebles. It's quite handy to use. Next bit is the peak limiter. And this is, you can change it so it limits it across. So simply like you have done here with the Infinity, but you can add it. You can add an extension on, so you can have ratio 4:1, for example, and then limit it at a certain point. So it gives you that extra bit of flexibility. I'll show you a graph on the screen now, which is a lot easier. On the back of the mixer, we have several inputs and outputs. I'll show you this one here. You can side chain them, so you can take you can put it in through a stereo processor, which is really helpful. Your input, which is your simple input and your outputs, which is your TRS. At the moment I'm only using TS because it's the ones I have on me. You have XLRs, so you can easily plug in things, easy peasy. Operating level, you can change it between +4 dBu and -10 dBV, so you can have it between studio level and live level if you want to see it that way. Simple U1 rack positioning, simple plug in, power buttons at the side here, power side, around again, yeah, power buttons, power side over here, really simple to use. And it's a brilliant first compressor. I've learned a lot from using this, so go and give it a try. This thing's about £50, £40, something like that. Really handy thing to have, especially when you're recording, and it's good to compress vocals and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.